Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is someone who's feeling a bit woozy. It's Nandi Boetes.
My mom and dad's gonna be so mad. Oh, that's not the accent.
That's like the Colonel if he was one of the Scream killers. I say,
I said,
hey
I'm
Billy,
feeling woozy.
leave her alone. Ah!
Leave her alone. Yeah, we need a old Texas Scream movie. I say
Oh,
Texas next.
yeah. All right. Wow. Listen, why not go to Austin? It's a great city.
There we go.
During South by Southwest, where they're premiering a new Stab movie.
You can have a lot of Leatherface references. Why
Yeah,
not?
meta for days.
Exactly.
You could have a self-driving car, and then a lady gets decapitated, like in the latest Leatherface movie.
And then there's an entire conversation about magical chainsaws that rusts for years in walls, but then like chops a thing off like this. I mean, that chainsaw is magical. We've talked about that chainsaw.
Yeah,
I will never stop thinking about that magical chainsaw.
like the Lord of the Rings, I guess the dwarves built some amazing weapons. So I feel like this chainsaw was built by the dwarves from the Lord of the
Middle
Rings world.
Earth.
Yeah, Middle Earth. From Middle Earth. The dwarves of Middle Earth made the chainsaw. It got teleported somehow, like Ash from Army of Darkness, ended up with Leatherface, and now he doesn't even
And
oil that
now
thing.
Ghostface needs to enter. And
Chainsaw Ghostface?
I mean, that would be fine. Why not? Like, I feel like I'm so tired of the guns right now. Like, I mean, it's good, it works, don't get me wrong. But yeah, we can just as well try out a chainsaw. Why not?
Like, listen, you already have people who don't care about horror movies anymore. So we have knives, guns, now chainsaws. And then
Exactly.
a blunderbuss, which is a gun, but
Elaborate. A what?
a blunderbuss. Just it's like a big gun with a fat barrel that was used back in the day. A single
Okay,
shot.
so I don't know
Musket.
about, I don't know, guns.
What
A
about
musket.
a Scream prequel with muskets?
And then one with jigsaw traps. Since Ghostface is apparently super clever with its elaborate plans every time, doesn't matter who plays it, you can just as well do like a jigsaw like trap vibe.
I
I
love
can
how
see that.
I love how they yada it in Scream 6. She was like, you know what? I just went around the United States and I grabbed all this evidence from cops. I just paid them. Wait, why are we doing
Yeah.
Texas accents? Well, why is Dermot Maroney? Why does he have this accent now? But yeah,
Everyone's Texan now. This is the new canon.
he just yada's it. Yeah, we just went around and got TVs and all the knives and everything's missing from evidence. I guess the murders have been solved, so they're just
Yeah.
languishing. And I did a bunch of research. Like, evidence gets lost all the time, and they're like, "Oh, I found it 20 years later." So
No,
it makes
that's true.
sense.
It's
Yeah.
plausible enough. It's plausible enough. It's just like a lot that makes it.
There's a light
Ooh.
in all the glass cases too. In that museum they made, there's lights, individual lights in all of those cases that they're showcasing that stuff with. That's a lot of work. They had to rig a bunch of lights, get the glass cases in there, build everything, make it look great. That's a lot of work for a shrine.
Also, I feel like we're kind of like no one's really talked about how Richie is an amazing artist because those drawings of the people aren't like police profile drawings. Those are artistic sketches drawn by an artist, like someone who would doodle, but then also this is amazing art, which I guess is like Richie's work. And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, that boy missed his calling.
I
Blame the dad.
mean, listen,
It's
something went wrong.
clearly in the genes. I
The
mean,
entire
that's 4 out
family.
of 5.
What are the
Well,
odds?
the mom ran away, hopefully because she was scared for her life and not because she's also. So that's like 4 out of 5. Like people who are clearly not okay.
I want a prequel. Like I want,
Yes, I want a
step by
spin off
step. Remember
of the
TGIF?
Bailey
Like,
family.
yeah,
A
but it like on a
spin-off of the Bailey family. Like, what went on there? What happened? Where did things go wrong?
a 3 camera setup, similar to Friends, just watching their home life and
And
just
it's kind of like Dexter.
Yeah.
with the dad because he encouraged Richie, he encouraged all his kids. So it's kind of like a Dexter vibe, but then in a like yeah, in the Scream universe, I can totally see that spin-off happening.
Richie went, he had Sam Carpenter fall in love with him. And then he went on message boards and essentially groomed a high school psychopath and then enacted a murder plan. And then his parents, his dad and his brothers and sisters did it even further. They enrolled in college. They're paying rent. Like they're going to class.
Yeah,
They the Richies, the
exactly.
Baileys are an interesting crew.
It's like Nancy Loomis that paid for Mickey to go to
Yeah,
college. Like
that's true.
that's the argument. We'll delve
Yeah,
into all of it now. Let's do it.
let's do
Let's
it. All
do
right. So
it. Let's
I
get
was,
back to
as one does, I was doing a bunch of Scream research for a video I'm working on. And I saw up on Reddit that uh, someone posted which Ghostface killer would have done better off on their own. So essentially, would Billy be better off without Stu? Would Charlie be better off without Jill? Yes, because he'd be would get shot. But I sent this. I started thinking about it for a couple days. Then I messaged you, and then you sent me about 8 messages. Just stream of consciousness, like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, you know
this,
what? Let's do like a
that.
quick short episode, and let's figure out which Ghostface killer would be better off on their own. And we have 5 movies to pick from because Roman from Scream 3, who finally got props in Scream 6, acted on his own.
As he should, because I mean, like, that's the thing. This question is very interesting because there are arguments, that the way things played out and the way they set up everything, like, every character kind of needed the other one, either for alibis or for killings or like different things that we'll get to now. Where Roman didn't need anyone, he did it all by himself, which, yeah, that alone should like elevate his status amongst the ghost face slashers a bit more. I mean, I know people didn't like the twist, but I think that's the thing. They didn't like the twist. Him as a slasher, though, him as a ghost face, I mean, props.
Props. He set up
Like,
a fax machine kill.
he did all of that on his own.
Yeah, he's busy. I mean,
And it was adults, not children, adults. They were
wow.
all adults. They were making movies in Hollywood, adults, not kids. So yeah, props to Roman.
The more I watch these movies, though, the more I'm convinced that they take place in a horror movie universe, similar to Final Girls or
Oh
similar to
yeah,
Free Guy
better.
or similar to Last Action Heroes, because they never kill the person outright. They always go for other people, and then they always
Yeah.
monologue, and then they get killed. And blankets can heal people. And this is not the world. This is a horror movie world where patterns keep getting recycled, and they always have to
Exactly.
monologue. Always.
I love how they have to come up with new ideas every time, like with Jill, like everyone needs to die, otherwise like her surviving wouldn't matter. With Stab 3, the movie, like Roman's whole thing was, I'm making a movie, a bit lame, but like still, that's why he killed the others. With 5, it was again like, we're setting up like for a better Stab movie, and that is why we're killing everyone so that this could be the movie, because we actually just want to make a movie. I like, it's every time it's like that whole thing. The new one kind of like didn't really fit into that. It's kind of like, why didn't Bailey just kill her?
Yeah.
He was
What?
so bad at her taking Richie out, but then it was like, okay, yeah, the setup so that they can keep on thinking that she was the bad one and not Richie. It started to get a little like confusing for me. It's like one of those things where the more I think about it, the more my brain's like, "Ooh, okay, I'm
Don't do
tired."
it. Don't do
Yeah,
it. Because
don't
I've
go
had to
there.
spend a lot of time researching his plan, and I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
right.
so let's go through the first one. We have Stu and Billy. Now,
Okay, yeah,
still Stu killed Stephen North and Kenny. Billy killed Casey Becker, Principal Himbry, and Tatum. And
yes,
so they do work as a team, and they do work as each other's alibis. Like when one is with Tatum, or supposedly with Tatum, the other one's out killing. When one's killing, like they both went after Casey and Steve. So they're like raptors. They work together.
yes, exactly.
I don't think,
Probably the best working pair, like
yeah,
of them all.
it's like
They were
synthesis.
tight. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, they don't turn on each other. They're kind of, I mean, Stu's the wild card, right?
Well, in the end, it happens, but yeah, throughout they're like you say, Raptors. I think they're the best pairing of them all, just like with working together. Because like, yeah, I went and like, yeah, just refresh who kills who in which movie. And like a lot of the movies, it's like people there's always one or two kills that people aren't sure. They're speculating. They're like, oh, with Scream 4, it looks like it was Jill and Charlie killing Jill's mom, but actually in a deleted scene, it shows that it was just Jill who killed her freaking mom because
Yeah.
that is Jill. But like you see, this like it's not as clear. Where with Scream 1, it was pretty clear because they showed Stu was at the party at the top. So it was obviously Billy who killed Tatum, his girlfriend. Like, it was just tight. Best Raptors.
Yeah,
The best
clever,
Raptors of all.
clever guys. But I just don't see. I think Billy maybe could work on his own because he's just a psycho. But they're a pair. I really see them as a pair. Stu couldn't do it on his own.
Stu wouldn't even want to, I don't think. I mean, Stu just does whatever Billy says. Stu is really like his puppet. I think that's why, like, yeah, they kind of imaged, Jill and Charlie to Billy and Stu because it was really just Stu would do anything Billy say. But yeah, could Billy have done it alone? That's the other thing. We didn't have cell phones back then, so like the phone thing was all a plot point. That's how
Mhm.
they got Billy out of jail
Yeah.
because everyone thought it was Billy in the beginning, rightly so. But then it was like, oh, but how could I phone her if I'm like here? And it was the whole phone thing. But that was still when like we had weird ass phones.
Yeah. And
Now,
Stu didn't turn against Billy either. Stu kept his mouth shut. So I
yeah,
mean, I don't
no.
think Billy would have been better off without Stu.
Stu would have and did literally die for Billy.
Yeah. So should we take them out of the running?
Yeah, I think so.
I
I,
mean,
do, I, I don't know if Billy would have done it alone.
maybe
I don't
not.
think, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I think Stu had a lot of like the more social smarts, which was needed for, like infiltrating this like group of friends and getting to Sydney specifically, who was already kind of like paranoid about people.
Yeah.
I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, Stu was he was a social butterfly.
Yeah, he
Billy's the
was the
one
one.
that
Let's
he
party.
just
Billy
glowers in
is
the
like,
corner.
exactly.
Look at James Dean
That's
over
why
here.
everyone thought it was him. I
Yeah.
think. Like immediately, guy goes to jail. Like he gets arrested immediately. His lawyer father needs to come and bail his ass out.
Randy knew it was
He's,
him.
I mean, he just look at what have I said? What have I never trust a guy with that much grease in his hair?
All right, so we'll move on to Scream 2 now.
Yeah.
Mrs. Loomis and Mickey. Mrs. Loomis only killed Randy. Mickey got Maureen, Phil, Cece, Officer Richards, Officer McDaniel, and Haley McDaniel, and Derek. So he needed
7
Loomis to
people.
bankroll him, but did he?
That's the thing. I mean,
She doesn't play a role in
I
any of this, and no one ever suspects Mickey.
exactly. No one suspects him. It's really the only thing with Mickey is, yeah, she, like you say, she got him into the college so that he could be near everybody. But there's also the point of, he was already a serial killer to begin with,
Yeah.
like, at that point. So honestly, Mickey is a very good candidate to have, like, just do this alone. But the only argument I have there is why would he? That whole thing happened with him and Mrs. Loomis because she wanted revenge because of the son. Mickey could have killed anyone else. In fact, he's not dumb. Like
Mm-mm.
he's got some brains. He would probably not pick the survivors of a like serial killing spree, the people who actually survived and shot the guy. Like there are reasons. Like that's I mean, he'd probably go for weaker people, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would, if you're going to argue it from that point of view, where he was already a serial killer. Like, would he even, because he doesn't have a stake in it, he doesn't have any like motivation there. They're just
Mm-mm.
random people to him. So there's that argument.
That's a
But
great
if we're
point,
if we're
though.
gonna say like, but if you're gonna say like, yeah, all that aside, Mickey would probably be best off alone. Just because, yeah, like Mrs. Loomis also, I mean, the fact
Shoots
that
him.
she's so personable, exactly, and so personable about it, yeah, that kind of messes it up in the end. Like she's too erratic.
Yeah. She loses at the end. And he kills
Like
everybody. He kills the officers, Haley. No one ever suspects him. Not one
nope.
person goes, hey, everyone goes, hey, where's Ethan in
I was
Scream 6?
shocked.
Hey, where's Billy in Scream 1? No one ever goes, hey, where's Mickey? Because Mickey's
Yeah.
that dude that I feel like in college, I wasn't in college in the late 90s. I was in college in the early 2000s, but you have that friend that's just sometimes there. And you don't know where this friend goes after hours.
You don't question it because you don't want to know really.
Hey, there's Rick. What's up, Rick? And then you go
Hey,
hang out with
Rick.
Rick. And like, want to go see? Hey, Rick, you want to go see Madagascar? Yeah, let's do it. Like, you just go see Madagascar with Rick, and they're like, where did he go? I don't know. He's just here.
He's busy planning
Yeah.
killing people.
And so, but like, he's so Rick or Mickey that you never like. And he's also really braggadocious as well. He's not that sullen dude. He just seems like the film snob. So
Exactly. Very laid back. He actually calms Sydney and everyone down at a point. He's kind of like the dude, like, hey, okay, let's all take a beat. Like, I mean, very charming, very like inconspicuous. And
yeah,
yeah,
you don't
Mickey.
you tend not to think that a surfer stoner movie snob is a killer. You tend to think the Billy, the Charlie, the like those kind of guy, or like the Richie who's too nice. Like Mickey's not too
Yes,
nice. Mickey's snarky.
he's
So
very snarky,
I don't know. I wouldn't like if I met
but he's
Richie.
charming. He is
Richie's like,
charming.
it's true, but I don't think he would ever say he's a nice guy. I think Richie would be like, I'm a nice guy.
No.
Like, no, you're not. So if you,
I thought Richie was a nice guy up
but it,
until he wasn't.
it's a good point. But yeah, I think Mickey and Miss Loomis kills him, but without Loomis, he never would have done it. So
Yeah.
we can't really have him then because without Loomis, he's not around.
I mean, if you take that argument out of the equation, Mickey would definitely win this question.
Yeah.
But I do feel that, yeah, again, why would he just work on his own and kill these people from like, the whole ghost phase? I don't know if he would want to get involved in that.
Let's keep
I
him in
don't
play.
know.
Let's keep him in play. How's that
Let's
sound?
so because he is a movie buff. He is a movie lover. He does it for the movies. So maybe that'll be enough motivation for him alone to still do it. I mean, I wouldn't like throw the man out.
We'll keep him in the back burner. We'll
He's
keep
there. Mickey's
I
there.
think it's justified that we keep him around.
Yeah.
There we go. He won't go far.
I'm not going to respond to that.
What other movies has it? He, I was gonna say the one zombie show with Drew Barrymore, but I don't know where to go
He'll
from there.
he'll stay there on his own island and
and,
wait it out. Yes.
and if he has to, he'll make a perfect getaway.
You know. Okay, moving on.
Do you
Scream
think he would
3.
ever kill the girl next door?
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, once upon a time in
He
Hollywood.
probably has.
Scream 4. Charlie and Jill. Charlie
3.
kills
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
because
Of
yeah,
course.
Charlie kills Marnie, Jenny,
Roman.
Olivia, Rebecca, and Robbie. Jill kills Deputy Haas, Deputy Perkins, Kate Roberts, and Charlie. She kills Charlie. So
Yes.
I mean, Jill's a beast. She is a beast. But the more I read about Charlie, he's mean and he's a killer. Like Charlie kills.
Yeah. I mean, like I read people saying he was kind of a wimp and didn't he wasn't a good Ghostface. And I'm like, yeah, guys should watch Scream 4 again, I think, because that's actually incorrect. I mean, yeah, he was brutal.
Yeah. Dude's a
He did
killer.
a lot of the heavy lifting. But I mean, Charlie wouldn't do it alone. Because
Mm-mm.
again, he was Jill's wimp, basically. Gosh, I mean, there at the end, because Charlie was such a good character. I really enjoyed him. I was very disappointed when he ended up like being a killer because it was a fun character.
Mhm.
Culkin did it really well. But then he turned into a wimp the moment like it was revealed. And it's just like, oh my gosh, look at this sucker boy pursuing this girl's bidding, like this
Jill owned
absolute
him, and then she
psycho
killed
of a
him.
woman. And then she killed him without batting an eye. Like she relished it. She enjoyed herself so much. Yeah, I mean, Jill is also definitely a contender here for doing it on her own. I think it would have been more difficult, but I think she's clever enough to have figured a different plan out if she couldn't find anyone to like help her or fall for her charms. I think she was smart enough to have come up with a loner plan. It would have been difficult, but you wouldn't have those great sequences though, where like she's in her own room and Olivia gets killed across, the fence.
Yeah. And that
Like it's
immediately
again
takes
the
her out of it,
alibi
right?
stuff.
Yeah.
But then she kills her mother. That scene, how she got to do that. That's why I'm thinking, like, yeah, Jill perhaps could have figured something out on her own because she did do some kills that were actually pretty impressive. Like, how did she not get caught there? Like immediately stabs her mom through a door in the back.
Takes out two cops, shoots her boyfriend in the balls.
Two cops. I always thought it was Charlie. And then when I went and read it up like back in the day, it's like, what? Jill took out the cops. I thought it was Charlie.
And she's smart. She just got
She
unlucky
is.
with Nev Campbell not killing her. And but she needed that alibi. It just would have taken her longer. I think she could have gotten away with taking out Marnie and Jenny in the beginning.
It'll
But then
probably have been like a slower thing too. Maybe it would have been for a year now. There's been these killings, like, every now and then these killings, and then it gets closer to Sydney. And then, I think it would have taken a longer time for sure.
well, she could have done it.
Yeah, I do think she could have, because she's also obviously charming enough. She's got a solid group of friends who are like all quite normal,
Yeah.
popular people. Kirby,
The curbster.
Olivia. I mean, it's like it's the popular crowd. She's in with the popular crowd. So she's obviously charming.
Mm-hmm.
Like at face value, she doesn't seem to like look like there's something going, there's something awful wrong there. So yeah, I think she could have done it on her own.
Oh, so we have Mickey on the back burner. We have Jill in play. Now we're on Scream 2021, and we have Richie and Amber. So Richie killed Vince, and then uh, Amber killed Dewey, Judy Hicks, Deputy Clay, Liv. Amber's a madman, mad woman.
She's a beast.
Yeah, she is. She
She
killed
is a
Dewey.
beast. What I really like about the new killings too is that you can really actually see who's doing the killings. Like with Richie, it's all the one stabs, but go for the kill shot. With
Yeah.
Amber, it's stab, stab, rips open, go crazy. Like it's pretty cool. And you can see the same thing with Bailey, like in the 6-1. Like there's just, the killer has a signature. So yeah, if you've got two or you've got three, like they all have their own signature kills that you can go back to and like, oh yeah, now that you can see that it's obviously the same killer, that it's obviously Bailey, or that it's obviously Amber. And I love that Richie and Amber was so opposites,
Mm-hmm.
like Richie more for the calculated kill shots and Amber just stab, 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 stab.
And then she gets lit on fire again. Hey, she's in a movie with Oliphant, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Brilliant. That's
Hey,
brilliant. Oh,
now.
that's right. No, okay. No, we'll talk about this afterwards. Here we
Yeah, so,
go. Not
so I
now.
mean,
Not now, Mark.
like Richie though is, I think Richie has a great plan, but he always just seems soft to me. I don't know. He's fatal. I
Nah, he wouldn't. No. I
he,
would rather put my money on Amber,
yeah,
because the thing is, like, I wouldn't say Amber is a puppet like Charlie and Stu. I think she's less of, because she's also a fan, like a big fan, and she's obviously got the bloodlust in her. she's obviously not okay.
Mm-mm.
I can totally see her just doing it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Scream 7 brings her people back into the fray. I've
Yeah.
got a little theory on that
Oh,
because,
because
yeah, there's like a lot of, people you can play with. So, but that's also another podcast.
like Richie, though, he's just Machiavellian. I'm gonna go make this woman fall in love with me, and then I'm gonna find someone on the internet. Like he doesn't, he won't do it on his own. He seems to need an Amber. I think Amber's one step away from chaos and explosions. So I dig her.
100%. But then at the same time, she took her time befriending Tara. She got Tara to rather want to trust her and be with her than her own sister. I
Oh
mean, like
yeah,
Amber really for a long time played the mother. She has control. It's the problem is when she lets loose, then the control leaves and she's completely out of it. But she actually does have a lot of control. So I think, yeah, like I've seen like, yeah, people are very on the fence with Amber. It's very interesting. But I think, yeah, she doesn't get enough credit actually, because she's actually a very interesting character and a complex character. She's not just one thing. Everyone thinks she's crazy Amber because she got crazy in the end, though. But
yeah.
she actually had control throughout the movie. She was like Tara's mom. I mean, so yeah, it's interesting.
Whoa.
But I mean, yeah, I think with Richie, like he's like the conductor in the sense that he just wants to conduct. He doesn't want to play the actual instruments. Like he just wants to say what happens, what needs to direct, but he doesn't, want to actually do the dirty work. So yeah, I don't see him doing it alone at all. I
Yeah.
feel like he's the Nancy Loomis type. They get other people to help them because they can't do it on their own. So I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, neither can Wayne, Quinn, or Ethan. They have to triple team. Like that whole family seems to want help.
Even
So
though Bailey kills most all of the people,
yeah,
even though I mean Quinn
Quinn
tries
fails.
but fails.
Ethan
Ethan,
fails.
where was Ethan? Even I mean, we don't know who killed like Quinn's boyfriend and Annika. It's either Ethan or Bailey, but I I want to say it was probably Ethan who did that because the Annika kill was kind of weird and not even a kill. It was more just like slashy. She fell to her death at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if Bailey was in that apartment, wouldn't he have gone straight to kill Sam? Again, I just find that he doesn't care about the movies. He doesn't care about the he just wants to get it done with.
Is it family bonding? He's like, one of our sons died, so we're gonna wreck this woman's life. Is that what it
But,
is?
but I mean, yeah, okay. So the apartment thing actually happened to give Quinn a fake death alibi. But again,
She didn't need one.
yeah, I mean, you could have just had that done and done.
I mean, Wayne though does kill Greg and Jason, which and he does some sweet moves on those bodega customers. Like the guy's a killer, and he's a
He
trained killer.
is. Yeah, and he's brutal. I mean, like he's one of the scariest ghost faces that I've ever seen. That Bodega massacre was like, holy, yeah,
He
you
stuffed the
felt like
body
you
in a
were in there,
refrigerator.
and yeah, I mean, it's a lot.
All right, so I think we've nailed.
But
Who do you think we
sorry,
have?
I just want to say about Bailey last thing though is he couldn't have done it alone because he needed the inside intel. How could that cop dad get to the kids without them learning who he was on his own? That just wouldn't have happened. He needed
True.
his kids to get the info. Like his kids knew where everyone with Sam with Tara was at all times. Sam asked Tara, like, Sam asked Quinn, where's Tara? Because Quinn knew, and Quinn knew where Sam was. And, like they just knew where everyone was, the kids. So he needed them. So I will rule all three of them out.
That's a good point. Quinn gave him the inside info. Ethan's
And
there.
Ethan.
He wouldn't even done it had Richie not been killed. So are we? So who do we
Yeah.
have left? Do we have Amber, Jill, and Mickey?
Yes, that's our top three that we're. I think that's solid though.
I feel like Mickey wouldn't have. Mickey is very successful. He kills people in the theater. He's CC in the middle of nowhere. He would have gotten away with it, but Miss Loomis shoots him. But the question is, would he have done it? had Miss Loomis not paid for his college tuition and gotten him in school.
I just don't think it would be clever. I don't think any serial killer who's actually as smart as Mickey clearly is would think it clever to start killing people on campus. I don't see that. I honestly don't see him having his own motivation behind that. I think you can, that's a but I mean maybe I'm just like overthinking this, but then again, we're asking this question.
Well,
So
here's the thing though. Amber and Jill could have possibly done this since on their own. Like I know, but see, okay, the only person who wasn't indoctrinated is Jill. Like I feel like
yeah,
Richie
Jill was
found
the
Amber.
absolute dark triad of a person.
Yeah. She kills her mom.
She kills her mother. She concocted this whole plan. She like completely seduces Charlie. She makes everyone believe that she's first just like a normal person, high schooler, and then makes everyone believe that she's also just a victim of all of this. She kills her mother. She kills two cops. I think I think maybe Jill,
Yeah. Because it
right?
takes Sydney,
How
it takes
this is
Gail,
surprising because
and
I
Judy
didn't
Hicks,
think.
right? Doesn't it take three of them to take her out in the hospital room? Like she's
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's the other exactly.
like,
Exactly.
she takes it to him. And then but Amber, wait, no, Jill does mess up when she asks about Sydney, and Dewey goes, wait a second. That's she takes out Dewey, right? She
But
hits
I mean,
Dewey.
listen, if she did it alone, we can argue that she would never have ended up in the hospital because her plan would have been different. This is why this is a tricky question. Because if for argument's sake, one of these people went alone, the plan would have been different. Because it couldn't have worked the way they did it. Again, Olivia would have been killed the way she was killed because that would be impossible with only
Mm-hmm.
one person. And that's the other thing. We usually have more than one killer because there's one on the phone and one doing the killing, and then they swap, and sometimes they swap in the same during the same killing, like which is basically what happened with isn't that what happened? Because Billy and Stu killed
Yeah,
Casey in the
they
beginning.
flip flop.
They flip flopped.
Loomis only killed Randy because Randy got close to the van. Loomis wouldn't have killed
Yeah,
him.
I mean, what a lucky break that was for Loomis, and extremely unlucky for Randy. It's like stay away from the van. Oh, they should actually do that for the next one instead of like look behind you. Stay away from the van.
Get out of, and here's the thing. Okay, Mickey acts because of Miss Loomis. Stu and Billy get led on by Roman, and I think Stu does whatever Billy wants. Richie and Amber, Richie concocts a plan, gets with Amber, and sort of uses her. But she also seemed to be annoyed at the sister. She knew Tara. Wayne wants his family, so we're it's. But I think Amber has too more of a bloodlust than Jill, which can get her into too much trouble.
But Jill has such a desire for fame and authority.
Wait, if you want fame and authority, you need followers. So she had Charlie, who was her follower. She needs that.
But she's popular enough at school, so that'll happen
Yeah,
anyway.
that's
Because
true.
she's literally with all the popular kids.
Yeah.
She literally goes with all the popular kids.
Kirby's probably the coolest kid in school.
I love that we're actually leaning towards the two female slashers in
Yeah.
the Scream franchise, which also does make sense in a way because there's like intuition and stuff involved, like intuitive cleverness.
Yeah.
There must be a word for that, but you know what I'm saying?
I have more of appreciation of Mickey now.
Oh, but yeah, no, I mean, I actually forgot that Nancy Loomis just killed one person. A big one, sure, but also it's Randy.
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't die in the beginning was amazing. We love Randy, but like
You
I
know
don't
what?
think he's gonna put up the biggest fight.
Uh-uh. He's all bark, no bite.
He's all bark.
And
Oh,
Banaka
Randy.
spray. Isn't it Banaka? Isn't that what it is?
Uh,
Does he spray his mouth? He's
sure.
like, the nerd gets the girl.
Yeah, yeah, this time.
I'm going with Jill because and doctrine.
Yeah, I
She
think
manipulated Charlie, and I think Richie got Amber to kind of work for her because Richie is. I mean, Amber's a beast though, but so is Jill.
she is, but here's the clincher. Here is why it's Jill. Sydney is her cousin. You can't get any more inside and closer to the person that you actually want to murder for whatever your reason is. Every Ghostface has their own. It's her cousin. So, yeah, I mean, she didn't even have to try and manipulate Sydney. Sydney automatically believed her because it's her cousin.
Whoa.
So, yeah, I think that's just the clincher, Mark. It's
What would a
Jill.
Jill Amber movie look like?
Oh my God. Oh no, I think they would actually hate each other.
Yeah.
I think they would kill each other. Like we would start with a Scream movie where the two Ghostface killers try and kill each other. Like the one take the other one out. That would actually be hilarious.
What'd you say to me? Oh gosh. Well, this was awesome. And this was fun. I'm glad we did
Yeah, this
this.
was fun.
And Jill gets her props once again.
There we go. It would be a completely different movie, but she would be best off on her own, I think.
Jill's, this was awesome. Hey, where can people find you, Zanandi? And also go back and listen to our Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes. We talked about all 6 of them.
Yeah,
they're on MFF somewhere. Just go through. You'll find them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Go check me out on Twitter at Sanandi.
Awesome. Well, this was great. Dude, I almost called you dude. This was great.
You may.
This was a good conversation. This was fun.
It was so much fun.
This was a good question I found on Reddit, and I'm happy we tackled it because it's a good. I love good. Like Reddit has many valuable and positive qualities, and getting really random questions is one of them. But it's a good question.
Yeah, it is. It makes you think, and it makes you actually go back and like look at like Mickey again. Actually, like, whoa, Mickey, the guy who was kind of not really there. He's kind of like the opposite of Ethan. You know?
Well, Ethan's such a wiener. Like right? Like Ethan, you almost know it's him because he's just such a he's such a turd. But Mickey's cool and he's bratty and he like drinks. And I think he has a girlfriend. I think they led us to believe he had a girlfriend in the movie. And so he's like,
yeah. I want to watch Scream 2 now again for Mickey.
This was great. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks. It was fun.
All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Zanati Boetis, this is Movie Stones and Flicks. We'll see you next week.